in the game.
To the air, it's Armstrong. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
West Virginia.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grab behind the line. It's White. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And to the end zone he goes. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the draw. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking for space. It's White. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Armstrong. Setting up the screen. He fought his way out to the 16, but it'll be 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Got a man, it's Singleton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gallagher. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Man, it's nice to have those.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, it's Armstrong. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's White. Breaks the tackle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this...
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. Turning it on! He fought his way out to the 16, but it'll be 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Armstrong. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vaughn. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
He fires to the left side. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Caught over the middle, it's Barnes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll send the back in motion. With jet sweep pass. Makes one man miss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they... A long way to go for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Armstrong. Got a man. It's White. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion.
1st down, West Virginia.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
And after that, opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Armstrong. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the route is on. That one pushes his... West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both